so we can do it later.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you can see the thing slipped a little bit. Yeah, you guys can see me. All right. So we will start in my favorite stretch, full squat. So we'll just warm up our lower body a little bit before we get started with the Rollga. Like we always do. It's Saturday. Might be a little stiff. Still early. Maybe you slept in today. And push yourself up. Let's do just one more like that, bringing it all the way down. Bringing the chest up, pushing the knees out, letting the hips drop towards the mat. Think about the spine elongating. Draw it long. Try to make some room in between those vertebrae. Circulation is good. Push yourself up. We are going to take a narrow fold here. So ragdoll. So drop your head first. One vertebrae at a time. Let's ease it down. So we're rounding our back here, coming down as far as you can, and then rolling it slowly back up. No judgment for your body this morning. Just go as far as you're comfortable. Don't push it. We're going back down. Let that head be heavy for a second. And bring it up. Let's do one more, just like that. Drop the head, ragdoll yourself down. And roll it up. Awesome. All right, let's put those hands on the thighs. We're going to do a little bit of standing cat-cow. So bring the pelvis in first and then flatten the back, sending the hips towards the back of the room, weight in the heels. Curl your hips forward and send them back. So just doing a few of these. Continuing to warm up the spine. Two. And one. We're going to stay in that flat back position. Drop your arms down and then slowly bring yourself up. Awesome. Hands overhead now. So we'll bring our, you can't see my palms, but bring your palms together. We're going to tilt to the right. And we'll take a couple breaths here. Feeling that stretch. So we're pushing that left hip out as far as you can. And bring it up. We're going to the right again. If you feel like you have the balance, you can cross the left leg over the right to get a little bit more of a stretch. If you feel like you're going to fall, don't do this. Just do what we did before. And bring yourself back up to center. Uncross if you're crossed. We're going to the left now. Pushing that right hip out. Deep breaths. Breathing is important. Then bring yourself up. Here's where we cross. If you want to cross, if you feel like you're going to fall, do not do this. And tilt again to the left. Pushing that right hip out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Uncross if you're crossed. We're going to bring our arms out to the side, soften the knees, and we are just going to rotate to the right, then back to center, then to the left. Back to center right. So warming up our rotational muscles, left. Let's do it one more time each way, right and left. Back to center, beautiful. Okay, let's get those quads. So we're gonna bend the leg up, Reach around, grab that ankle if you can, and just pull the heel as close to the booty as you can. If you need to grab something for balance, that's perfectly okay. Now we're going to extend the hip a little bit. So push the leg back, bring your body forward a little bit. So we're going to get in here just a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Release that. We've got the other side to do. So draw the heel in first, use your own power, then grab your ankle and gently assist. Do this for 1 deep breath. Then we will extend the hip back, tilt your body forward a little bit. It feels the same yet different. Getting a little shoulder stretch here too. Bonus for you guys. 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Awesome. Let's do 1 more fold. This time we'll keep the back flat. So we're going to bring ourselves down. Try to keep the knees as straight as possible on this one. This is more active than the first ones we did. Think about your hamstrings and your calves stretching out. So try to straighten the knees. We're going to lift the right toe, bring it down, lift the left, right, left. And we'll just go back and forth a few more times. And that's going to lead us into working with our feet, which we will get started with in a second. 3, 2, and 1. And then flatten that back out, bend the knees slightly, bring yourself up safely. Yay, I think our muscles are pretty warmed up and ready to go. So we're gonna start, this is lower body. We're starting at the feet. We're gonna work it up to the hips. So grab your tennis ball. I've got a pink ball here or whatever you got. You're gonna place it on the mat. I'm gonna start with my right. So I'm gonna put my right heel right behind the ball. Then I'm going to press the ball of the foot into the ball, curl the toes around the ball, and put some of my body weight into it. So the focus here are the metatarsals. We're trying to open them up, get some space in between them. This is closed shoe season, so they're probably getting a little bit squished out. So we're squished up. So let's give it some room. Let's open it up a little bit. Don't be afraid of pressure here. It may be a little uncomfortable. I mean, I don't need anyone running screaming, but a little bit of discomfort is okay and to be expected. Really squeeze that ball, activate your muscles. Couple more seconds here, then we will move to the arch. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's roll that ball to the arch of the foot, still on the right. So bend that left knee just a little bit. You don't want to lock that leg out. That's supporting you. You want to do it in a healthy way. So press into that arch. See how it feels. Maybe roll it around just a little bit. Looking for any area that might be asking for love. Beautiful. Remember, don't be afraid of pressure. This is dense tissue. It's weight bearing. So we need a little bit of pressure to make any type of lasting impression. All right, a few more seconds. Then we will just roll that ball all over the foot, looking for areas that might need a little more love and attention. Once you find it, you can stay there and just give it some pressure. Massage it out a little bit. On the outside border of the foot, there is another arch, a little one. So make sure you pay attention to that as well. That might need a little bit of extra pressure. So check that out. Might not. More, maybe your Achilles, the base of your Achilles, right under the heel, needs a little bit of love. Your body will tell you. We'll spend a few more seconds here, looking around. Ooh, I think I found something. 3, 2, and 1. Reach a good stopping point, then lift that right foot or whichever foot you started with. Shift your weight side to side. Feel the difference in the legs. We've already started making a difference. Okay, we're doing the left foot now. So we're gonna start where we started before. Heel on the mat, ball of the foot over the ball, curl the toes around the ball, give it a squeeze, and then shift your body weight forward, press into that ball. We need this. We should all do this more often, right? That's what you're thinking. That's what I always think when I do this. Gonna help prevent bone spurs, those neuromas that happen in the nerves. Or if we already have those things, we don't want them to get worse, right? A few more seconds here. And then we will roll it to the arch of the foot. Pressing in, giving it some good pressure. A little self-massage, getting into that fascia. Woo. My right one was worse today. Usually it's the left one that hurts more, but today is weird. A few more seconds here. Then we will start that hunting expedition. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're hunting for little areas that might need more love. Make sure to check out the outside border of the foot, just like we did on the other side, and make sure we get the base of the Achilles, the heel, right under the heel. Just check it. Might be fine. Once you've found something, just hang out there for a little bit. Give it the massage it deserves. A few more seconds. 3, 2, last one. Nice. Raise that foot up off the mat. Shift that weight from right to left. Yay. Okay. You're going to come down to the mat now. I'm just going to tilt this down just a skosh so you can see. So we're coming down to the mat. We started at the feet. Now we're going to go up the legs. So next is the calf. I still like to use the ball with the calf. I feel like it's a little more effective. So we're going to find the thickest part of the calf. We're going to take the ball, put it between you and the mat. So we've got some pressure here. We're going to roll it up and down. That's the first thing we're going to do. Now, if you'd like a little bit more pressure, we're going to cross the top leg over the bottom leg. That might be too much. It's okay if it is. You don't have to do it. Feel free to uncross. Up and down we go. Going with the muscle fiber to start out with. Yeah, feels awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Reach a good stopping point. We're gonna flex that foot and then point the toe. So flex and point. This is pinning and stretching here. While you're doing this, take a second to pay attention to your shoulders. Are you collapsing into your shoulders? Make sure your shoulders are pressed down away from the ears. We're not hunching up. We're not squeezing them too tight. Few more flexing and pointing. Then we're going to hold that foot in the flexed position. Side to side now, windshield wiper. Right to left. Yay. 3, 2, 1. Bring that to stillness. If you are crossed, uncross. Now we're just going to take it a little bit below that, Achilles, right above the heel. Not as much space there, so it takes a second to balance. We're going to do the same series. So if you want to cross, feel free. Up and down is first. And then we bring it to a stopping point, flex the foot, point the toe, pin and stretch. I feel special. On the next one, we're going to hold that foot in flexion, windshield wiper. Let's do about 3 more of these. 2 and 1. All right, I'm going to stop here. Uncross if you're crossed. Remove the ball for now, but keep it close because we will need it again for that hamstring attachment. Speaking of hamstrings, we're going to start on the hamstrings now. We're going to utilize, first of all, this large groove. So we're going to put our leg in that large groove right above the knee. The other leg, the opposite one, you're going to come up, place that foot on the mat. So this is going to help you roll. Don't let the arms do all the work. Actually use this to help you roll up and down. Raise the hip off of the mat. We're going down and up. So this is just a warm up for the hamstrings. We're just warming up the tissue, getting it ready for the fascial work that we'll be doing in a little bit. So think of it that way. Saying good morning, hamstrings. Are you ready for your massage? So a few more passes here. 2 and 1. Ease that booty back down to the mat. We're going to kick up the intensity a little bit. We're going to move it, one of these grooves underneath the hamstrings. So lift your butt back up, roll it up and down. Here's where we go on the hunting expedition, looking for areas that need a little love. Once you've found one, you're going to stay there and just kind of rock it from right to left, side to side, friction it out a little bit. And then maybe hunt for another area. I'm sure there's more than one. We did a lot with our hamstrings this week, so this should feel pretty good. You've been getting out there walking, which I hope you have been. This is also good for you. Few more, and then we'll reach a good stopping point. 3, 2, and 1. Finish off whatever you were doing. Slowly bring your booty back to the mat. We're gonna put the Rollga aside for a second. We're gonna address the hamstring attachment. So that's your sits bone, not on the bone, but right underneath it. We're gonna put that ball between you and the mat. So move around a little bit, make sure you're in the right place. All the attachments, all the hamstrings attached there. And we will just kind of shift our body from right to left, softening that area up, giving it a little bit of a massage. Three, 2, and 1. Tilt that body over, remove the ball. And before we put our ball away here, we're going to just roll it over the soft part of the shin here, not on the bone, but right next to it. Give those muscles in the front of your calf a little bit of massaging here. We'll spend just a few seconds. Maybe roll it over towards the side of the leg. Gets kind of tight there sometimes. Yeah. Hello. Few more seconds. Ooh, that's sore. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Put your ball to the side, grab your Rollga. Best seat in the house, right here. Bring that butt cheek onto the Rollga, the big end of it. So the leg that you're working, in my case, the left, try and just relax it as much as possible. Try not to flex the foot or point the toe or engage it. Use the other leg to help you roll up and down across that butt cheek. And that foot, leg is just sliding along the floor. It's going along for the ride. Now, if you're happy doing this, if this is enough intensity for you, keep going. If you'd like a little bit more intensity, bring that leg up, cross the ankle onto the opposite leg. Yeah, that adds some fun to it. If you're up like this, you can also shift the weight right to left. Yeah. Hello, hip rotators. Now, I like to get really, really close to the sacrum where all of these guys attach and just kind of get in there. It feels kind of bad, feels kind of good. So feel free to join me. As you can see by my face, it's not the most comfortable, but definitely needs to be done. Few more seconds here. 2, and 1. If you're crossed like me, uncross, then lift your hips up off the Rollga. Last but not least, on this side, we are going to do the IT band. So we are going to come up to kneeling, find your hip joint. So that bony area right there on the side of your hip, we do not want to go on the bone. We want to go right below it. So find it first, shift below it. We're going to use this shallow groove here. We're going to put it right in that area below that hip joint. And bring yourself down to the side, your forearm. Bring the top leg around to help you. And we're gonna roll up and down the side of the leg. Oh, how's this feel for you guys?
Oh,
I know, right? A few more seconds here. I know we can't take much more. 2, 1. All right, bring that bottom knee to the mat, push yourself up off of the Rollga. Whew, mini break here. So we can already notice the difference in our right and left side. Roll those shoulders out, roll them back, roll them forward. Maybe do some neck stretches here. Gaze over that right shoulder. Gaze over the left shoulder. Back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Right ear to left shoulder. And back to center. All right, back to lower body, other side. I just did my left, so right is on deck. Starting with your ball and back to the calf. So extend the legs, find the thickest part of the calf. Ball goes between your body and the mat. Here is where we have the option to cross the leg. Up to you. And we're going up and down. Feels kind of good. Got a good view of Vado here. He looks pretty relaxed. All right, bring it to stillness. We're gonna flex and point the toe. Pin and stretch that baby. Hold that foot in flexion. We're gonna go right to left. Windshield wiper. 3, 2, 1. Bring it to stillness. Uncross if you are crossed. We are going down to Achilles now, right above the heel. So find a good place where it's not going to pop out and go rolling across the room. Again, you can cross if you're feeling it and want that little bit of extra pressure. And we'll go up and down first. Same series, you guys know this. And then we flex and point. Couple more. On the next one, hold it in flexion and windshield wiper. Beautiful. Find a nice stopping point. Uncross if you're crossed. Put the ball to the side for now. Remember, we're going to use it again. Big groove. Hamstring is hugged into it. Other leg comes up to help us move and roll it up and down. Remember, this is just the warm up. I know you're dying for pressure, but just warm it up first. It'll be way more effective, I promise. Double check your shoulders here too. Make sure They're not all next to your ears. You're not putting too much stress into them. Push out. You guys have the strength for this. 3, 2, 1. Ease the butt down. We're going to move it over just slightly so we're on that little bump. Here's where the pressure comes in. So a couple passes through the muscle. Then we look for areas that need a little more attention. Once you've found one, stay there. A little bit of right to left movement. Be good for it. Bring some circulation to the area. So at any time, if you need to take a break, if your arms are hurting, feel free just to bring your booty down and shake them out. Mine are kind of talking to me. We were on a boat yesterday and the anchor was stuck. So I'm a little sore from trying to pull it up. I tried and I tried and I tried. Good back workout though. All right, let's wrap this up. Reach a good stopping point. And then ease your booty back down to the mat. Remove that Rollga. Grab that ball. Find the sits bone, ischial tuberosity. It goes right underneath that, not over the bone, right underneath it. Once you're confident that you're in the right place, rock your body from side to side. So anyway, we ended up cutting the rope and letting that anchor go. Wasn't worth it. 25 bucks at Bass Pro Shop. Few more here. 3, 2, 1. Reach a good stopping point, tilt your body over, remove the ball. And like we did on the other side, we're gonna use the ball, we're gonna roll it over the shin area, not the bone, but right next to it where the muscles are. And the side of the leg, those peroneal muscles. It feels kind of good. All right, let's finish that up here. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Shake it out, flex and point those feet. We are done with the ball. We don't need it anymore. So feel free to let it roll away. I'm gonna take that seat right here on the edge of the Rollga. Remember, the working leg is as chill as you can make it. Then we're gonna roll it up and down the glute. Nice massage. How's your arse feeling today?
Yeah.
Woo! All right, here's the point where we decide if we would like a little more intensity. You're welcome to stay here and keep doing this. If you want to kick it up, We're gonna put that ankle on the opposite leg, cross figure 4. If you are in figure 4, you can stop and rock from side to side. Something you can do. This is your hip rotators. Oh yeah. Try to get as close to the sacrum as you can. Oh God. Brings tears to your eyes sometimes, doesn't it? Stay here for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yes. If you are crossed like me, uncross first. If your leg is extended, bring it up. Push yourself up to that crab position off of the Rollga. We're going to come down. Oh, guess what's next? IT band. It's the move you love to hate. Okay, find your hip joint right below it, middle groove. Let's do this. Oh, come down to the forearm, opposite leg swings around and roll. It's all connected, you guys. It's all connected. Three, 2, and 1. Roll your body off of that Rollga. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. All right, let's take a little break here. Let's stretch out those hamstrings. We just worked them, so extend your legs. Flex the feet. Maybe soften up the knees just a skosh, micro bend, and tilt forward, reach for those feet. If you can't reach your feet, that's fine. Grab your shins, grab your ankles, whatever you got. 3, 2, and 1. Rotate yourself up. That was so cool. All right, we did the back of the legs. Now for the front of the legs. So grab your Rollga, walk yourself back. So you are at the end of the mat. These 2 big grooves are gonna hug your quads. So get into position, walk yourself out on your forearms, and then roll yourself down and up. Massaging those quads. Keeping your core tight. You don't want to arch your back here. If you feel like you would like a little bit more intensity, bend your knees. If that's too much, just keep them straight. Figure out what your body wants and needs today. Let's do about 3 more passes here. Last one. And let's bring those knees down to the mat. Push yourself up. Gonna get inside of the hip here. I'm starting on my left side. So find your belly button and that bone at the front of the hip, the ASIS. We're gonna place this big end of the Rollga right in between them. Those are your landmarks. So we do not want the Rollga up touching your rib cage at all. So push it away from the rib cage, down just a little bit. Bring yourself down to the mat. So once you're here, let's take a couple deep breaths. With each exhale, think about melting, your body melting over the Rollga. Let's do one more deep breath. Exhale. Now we can start shifting our body side to side, massaging in there just a little bit. Rolling it out. Did that ab circuit yesterday, so might feel a little bit in there. Abs might be talking to you today. 2 and 1. Bring it back to center. Push yourself up. Beautiful. Now we're going to get the other side. So I'm going to turn around so you guys can see what I'm doing. You guys just stay where you are. Find those 2 landmarks on the other side. Of course, the belly button is the same place, but all right. Hopefully you have one belly button if you're not an alien. Bring yourself down. It's Saturday. All right, remember those 2 crucial deep breaths once you're there. Just melt over that Rollga. One more deep breath. Nice. Now we can start massaging right to left. Continue your deep breathing. As you massage out the abdomen. 3, 2, 1. Reach that good stopping point in the center. Push yourself up. Remove the Rollga. We're going to walk it down all the way, belly to the mat, chin to the mat. We're just going to push. Our hands are next to our chest. We're just going to push our torso up off of the body slightly. Feet stay in contact with the floor or the mat, wherever you're at. 3, 2, and 1. Ease yourself down and then push your butt back into child's pose. And back up. Yay, we're almost done, guys. Let's just do that SI joint. Stretch out the flexors and we will be done. Okay, so come to your back. Feet close to your butt, flat on the mat. Push yourself up to bridge. Rollga goes underneath. You want to set them up, those little bumps on your SI joints. So it might take a second to get into the right place. Take your time getting there. Once you feel like you're there, lift your knees up over your hips in that dead bug position, and then just kind of see how it feels. If it feels like you're arching your back at all, you're too far up. So take a second to push it down just a little bit. Take that arch out of the back. Then we will rock it up, knees up towards the chest and back, up and back. Just enjoying that little massage right there. Definitely a hard area to get on your own without the assistance of this wonderful Rollga. Couple more like this. Then bring the knees directly over the hips. Make sure you've got that straight line going on. Rock it side to side, windshield wiper. Little mini windshield wiper. One more like this. Bring it back to the center. Now we're going to let one leg drop out, opening up the hip, bring it up, and then let the other side open up and bring it up. So we'll do that one side, then the other a few times. Hopefully you're not distracted by my dog snoring because it's pretty loud. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Maybe you thought someone was mowing their lawn or something. Nope, that's dog snoring. Couple more each way. When you've done the last one, make sure you're even. Knees are back up over your hip. We're going to extend the right leg, bring the heel to the mat. So let that front of the body open up. Try to straighten the leg as much as possible. Then we'll take the left knee and pull it towards the chest. And we're just going to breathe into this. So we're not actively doing anything except trying to relax the hip flexors, the front of the body. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring that right leg in. Grab hold of it. Then we're going to extend the left leg. Do the same thing on the left side. Squeeze that right knee in towards your chest. Deep breaths here. Tell this front area, these flexors, it's okay to relax. Give it permission. 3, 2. Last breath here. Slowly bring that knee in. Once the knees are together again, they can come down as a team. Feet come back to the mat. Lift your hips up to a bridge. Remove the Rollga. And let's make this bridge count. Let's hold it here and then one vertebrae at a time, starting as high as you can. Roll down to the mat. Resting those hips back on. Maybe windshield wipering the legs a little bit. Take that Rollga, put it behind your head. I'm going to extend my legs here because it's comfortable. If that's uncomfortable on your low back, keep them bent. Either way, I'm just going to wind it down here. So a little massage on the neck. Move that head around. Give that neck a little bit of love. Let's bring one hand to your chest, one hand to the belly. Draw your attention to your breathing. Let's do a couple nice deep breaths here, pushing the belly out. With each inhale, nice big exhale. One more, just like that. Use that full lung capacity. Nice big exhale. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. On a Saturday of all days.
Yeah, it feels
To
good.
be commended, taking a little bit of time for your body. Yeah, it does feel good. We are ready for anything now. All right,
Yeah.
I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great day. Go Bucks.
Go Browns.
Yeah.
Go Browns.
All right, have a good
Bye.
one.
You too.
Bye. Thank you.